welcome to round 2 of the 2017 UIM-ABP Aquabike World Championship, the Grand Prix of the Mediterranean, raced in stunning Vieste, Italy. Vieste hosts its first ever UIM-ABP Aquabike Grand Prix, where 75 riders from 26 countries converged for the 3-day event, where the title race in Ski GP1, Ski Ladies GP1, Runabout GP1, and Freestyle would be decided. In this week's highlights show, we focus on Ski Ladies GP1 and Ski GP1. There was a lot of falls, a lot of tumbles, a lot of thrills, and also a lot of spills. Now let's take a look at beautiful Vieste. Vieste is a national park area in the Puglia region of southeast Italy, located halfway between Peschici and the wonderful coastline of Mattinata. Vieste's most famous point is Pizzomuno, a vertical 25-meter-high rocky monolith standing near the Spiaggia del Castello, an area that also features amazing caves and grottos. The town has a historic medieval center, a charming maze of ancient houses and narrow alleyways studded with typical souvenir shops and craft shops. The most iconic buildings in Vieste are no doubt the castle and the cathedral, and the stroll down to the small square of Piazzetta Petrone brings to life the remarkable coastal views and stunning picture postcard scenery of this region. As a seaside town, Vieste is at one with water, which is a very important part of the local lifestyle where sea sports is highly popular. The event area is big, and local interest was very high as crowds flocked to the biggest water event in the town's history, with shows, parties, and other activities on through the 3-day celebration, around-the-clock, night-and-day festivity of Aquabike. The Freestyle Night Show wowed the crowds as they gathered in anticipation of the continuation of what had been an exceptional opening round in Porto Cesario. In round 1 in Porto Cesario, a host of newcomers to the tour added excitement to an already talent-packed field full of former world champions. In the Ski GP1 men's division, Jeremy Perret proved masterful for Heat 1, taking the win ahead of Stan Schettlein and Quentin Bosch. In Heat 2, Bosch outclassed Jeremy Perret to take the win, but Jeremy Perret had the overall Grand Prix victory, with Quentin Bosch, Grand Prix runner-up, and Schettlein on the podium in third. In the ladies, everyone expected Emanuele Ortendal to continue her dominance of the ladies category. Things proved tough for her though, falling back early before a late surge saw her nab the Moto1 win. In Heat 2, she managed to hold on to the lead until late in the race, but she got swallowed up in the huge waves, giving the race and Grand Prix win overall to Estelle Perret of France. The Grand Prix of Italy winner, Estelle Perret, Emanuele Ortendal runner-up, Kylie Elmers third. The Vieste circuit is tight, with rough, unpredictable conditions and big waves expected during the event. This is a course that would really test riders' fitness, stamina, and technical abilities.
It's very technical, but I think it's good. It's not about who has the fastest ski, it's more about the rider, and that's perfect.
Yeah, the course is really tight, there is no straight ends, and with the big waves it makes it really, really challenging.
I was out earlier today on a free practice, and there was some huge waves coming in, but they were completely random, so it's very difficult to see.
The The ski division was packed with talented riders. Four-time world champion Jeremy Perret goes into round 2 as defending world champion and round 1 winner at the Grand Prix of Italy in Porto Cesario. But the big issue in ski now is how the big, powerful and long new Kawasaki skis are shaking up the stand-up ski scene. Jeremy Perret rides his trusty Bullet V2, but a lot of his rivals are switching to the new Kawasaki's. One of them is Quentin Bosch of Belgium, who powered past Jeremy Perret to win Heat 2 last race, and Bosch is sure to be up there with the top contenders in Vieste.
The last race in Porto Cesario for me was really promising. Here anybody can win with any ski, any speed. It's just up to the riders now.
Also riding the new Kawasaki's are Jeremy Perret's brothers, Morgan and Mikel Perret. The two-time world champion Mikel Perret will be a formidable challenger on the new skis.
New Kawasaki is a very good boat. I think more when the wave is like that. You can see normal boat is like 150 kilo. This one is 250 kilo. It's 40 centimeters longer than older boats. And also it uses a four-stroke engine. So it's very smooth to ride, easier to drive.
And then there's the exceptional newcomer, Raphael Morin of France, the time trial winner in round 1. Going up against the might of the Kawasaki's are Stan Shetline and Kevin Ryderer. Shetline continues to ride his Pro 4 ski, and his results have been solid, getting him on the podium in Porto Cesario. He will be a top contender. As for Kevin Ryderer, the 2015 world champion had a dismal start to the new year, getting 0 points after an unlucky breakdown. Can he put an end to his ill fortune in Vieste? The field is once again packed with talent, including Martin Manni, Markus Lutzekert, Benjamin Scharf, and the great veteran Alberto Monti of Italy, giving the youngsters a run for their money. Also in the mix is a new Chinese talent, He Liu. In the time trials that would determine the starting grid and pole position, the big shock in Q1 was Stan Shetline failing to qualify for Q2. In Q2, Kawasaki skis led the field as Quentin Bosch nabbed pole position, Mikel Perret second, Kevin Ryderer third, with Jeremy Perret qualifying down in fifth behind Raphael Morin. The first race of the Grand Prix of the Mediterranean was on. Would the young pretenders to the throne like Bosch, Raphael Morin or Stan Shetline prevail, or would the former world champions Jeremy Perret, Mikel Perret and Ryderer continue their reign? The flag is raised, the race is on, and a great start from Jeremy Perret shooting out into the lead. Quentin Bosch trying to keep up, and Mikel Perret moves ahead, but the inside lane advantage for Bosch in pole position may make up for an otherwise poor start as the field thunders toward the hole shots, led by defending world and round 1 champion Jeremy Perret. Jeremy Perret first to the hole shots, getting the lead early. His elder brother Mikel Perret chasing him in second, and behind them is a battle for third between Quentin Bosch, Stan Shetline, and the youngest Perret, Morgan. The three going head-to-head around the turn with Bosch on the inside. This is a packed field, and the waters will be getting choppy very quickly, with 30 riders on the water as they enter the alternate split course. Jeremy Perret comes out of the split course with lead intact, but he has a lot of powerful and fast riders gaining on him back there, and Mikel Perret is just behind him, the Kawasaki chasing the Bullet V2. Behind the leading Perrets, Bosch in third, with Morgan Perret and Shetline in fourth and fifth. At the end of lap 3, Morin continues to give chase to Shetline, who's pushing to catch Morgan Perret in fourth, but Shetline falters, he's in the water, and he gets up quick, but that's just enough to let Morin snatch fifth place. Antoine Goethals and Daniela Piscaglia rocket out of the split course neck and neck. They collide on the turn, and Piscaglia is collected out of the water unhurt and dropped back onto his ski to continue the race. Lap 5, Bosch and Mikel Perret in a slalom showdown. Bosch in the green, Mikel Perret in the blue. There goes Jeremy Perret in the lead, and behind him Bosch does it. His persistence pays off in the 5th lap. Quentin Bosch moves into second position, bumping Mikel Perret down to third. There's another overhaul in lap 5 as number 11 rider Markus Lutzekert of Estonia passes Stan Shetline, bumping the Norwegian down a notch. In lap 7, Bosch keeps up the unrelenting pressure, weaving and ducking and prodding to find a chink in the Jeremy Perret armor. Coming out of the alternate course, Bosch has it! He uses his power to catch Jeremy Perret and then slip past him into the lead. He nearly loses it there in these very rough conditions, but hangs on to lead Heat 1. Jeremy Perret bumped down to second spot with just 1 lap left to go. Time running out for the French defending world champion if he's to recover the lead here, but it looks like it will be a tall order. Quentin Bosch is just too good on the day. After dropping back at the start, he produced some brilliant racing to overhaul the 2 Perret brothers, and that gives the Belgian rider a well-deserved win in Moto 1 at Vieste. The Belgian shoots past Jeremy Perret to the top of the world standings with that win ahead of Moto 2. But the race isn't over. Morgan Perret falls just meters from the finish, ruining a Perret 2-3-4. Morgan Perret eventually salvaging 8th. Jeremy Perret, runner-up, congratulating Bosch. Michael Perret 3rd. Raphael Morin 4th. 5th place for Estonian Martin Mani after a last-lap effort to beat fellow Estonian Markus Lutzekert in 6th. Stan Shetline 7th.
I managed to come closer every lap and prepare my attacks, and I tried a couple of times on Jeremy, but you know, the guys are the best of the best, and it was really hard. I overtook him, I think last lap or something, and yeah, you know, that was it. I got the win, and I'm extremely happy for me and for my team, and also for all my sponsors.
Ladies GP1, Estelle Perret of France goes into round 2 in Vieste on top of the world standings following her brilliant win in round 1 in Porto Cesario, racing on the bullet ski.
I won last weekend, so I was very happy, and I hope I will do the same today, but it will be difficult because they are very good riders, Emma, Jonah, and it will be difficult to win again, but I'm looking for the race this afternoon.
It was up to defending world champion Emma Nelly Ortendal of Sweden to find a way to beat her. An unlucky fall in Heat 2 of round 1 cost her the Grand Prix of Italy title, and she wants to make up for that in Vieste to get back on top of the pack. Veteran New Zealander Kylie Elmers got her best ever UIM-ABP Aquabike results in round 1, finishing on the podium, and she wants to get back up there, if not better, in Vieste. Those top riders would also have to deal with the Borgstrom sisters, Sophie and Jonna, whose results have been improving with every race and who both race with the new powerful Kawasaki's. Also in the mix were the likes of Marta Sorrentino, Katrine Nilbe of Estonia, Krista Uzare of Latvia, and the return of Chinese rider number 11 Nishin Yue. In the ski ladies GP1 qualifying, Emma Nelly Ortendal outclassed the field to take pole position, but there was a surprise number 2 on the starting grid with Jonna Borgstrom ripping it up to get in ahead of Estelle Perret in 3rd. The ladies field went out before the race for the customary parade lap. The lineup for the beach start. Great start for Emma Nelly Ortendal. Jonna Borgstrom in 2nd is sluggish off the beach. Estelle Perret nudging ahead. Ortendal and Kylie Elmers are first to the whole shot. Estelle Perret in 3rd, followed by Jonna Borgstrom and Estonian Katrine Nilbe. The race enters the alternate course, Ortendal opening her lead early, a powerful start for Kylie Elmers behind her. Emma Nelly Ortendal in the green track, behind her Estelle Perret in the blue, and Elmers in the green, going head-to-head in an early slalom duel. Ortendal comes out with lead intact, but it's a huge fight behind her. Elmer versus Perret. They come around the sausage buoy neck and neck. Elmers gets that inside advantage on the turn, and Elmers maintains her 2nd position, but Perret fights back. There is nothing separating these two, and she does it. Estelle Perret slides past Kylie Elmers right at the start-finish line. Estelle Perret moves up to 2nd. Behind the top 3 riders, Jonna Borgstrom in 4th, then Katrine Nilbe in 5th, and Sophie Borgstrom 6th. Tough luck for Sophie Borgstrom. She falters and falls in the rough waters. The ski gets away from her, and she's bumped way down to 10th as the others race by. Out in the lead, it's all smooth sailing for Emanuele Ortendal, enjoying the clear waters as she opens her lead over Prix and Elmers. Estelle Prix also opens a gap with Elmers as she comes out of the alternate track, and behind her another big battle is on as Jonna Borgstrom moves in on Elmers. Further back, Sophie Borgstrom is back up and passes number 66, Lisa Kozan-Battaglia of Monaco, to climb back to 9th, trying to salvage what she can of the race. This race is all about Emanuele Ortendal. The Swedish defending world champion wins Moto 1 in Vieste, a very easy win for her. Estelle Prix, runner-up. Kylie Elmers holds off the Jonna Borgstrom challenge to take 3rd by just a second. In 5th is Estonian Katrine Nilbe, and coming in 6th, Virginie Morlaesch of France.
The race was amazing. I won over a minute, so well, I don't think I can ask for more.
Riders, teams, crew, and UIM-ABP officials were treated to Vieste hospitality as the local organizers put on a welcome cocktail reception, welcoming the first Aquabike Grand Prix to be raced in Vieste. The conditions worsened for Heat 2 of the ladies as officials had to take precautions, briefing the riders ahead of the race.
The weather conditions change for worse. The problem is not on the racetrack, it's on the ramp to put the bikes on the water.
Yeah, it will be difficult to go in the water and go out because the waves are blocked just before the ramp, so it will be difficult, but today they are very, very big waves, so it will be very fun, I think.
The jet skis went in the water with a lot of care and caution as the field of 12 lady riders lined up for the beach start for Moto 2 in Vieste. And the heat is on. Not a good start from Heat 1 winner Emanuele Ortendal in pole. A fall right at the start from number 99 Krista Uzare of Latvia, and also a fall from number 7 Virginie Morlaesch, cancelling out her great start. Kylie Elmers leads the race, followed by the field of 11 riders with Krista Uzare back up and racing in 2nd, and also Marta Sorrentino right up there with the lead group, the Sardinian rider used to these rough conditions. Kylie Elmers enters the alternate course in the lead, followed by Portuguese rider Joana Graça and Krista Uzare, all trying to deal with the exceptionally rough conditions. Estelle Prix opts for the blue track in the first alternate course of the race. Coming out of the alternate course, Kylie Elmers maintains her lead, and Marta Sorrentino revels in the waves, coming out in 2nd position. Then Estelle Prix in 3rd, having out-slalomed Krista Uzare. Behind them, Emanuele Ortendal manages to pass her fellow Swede Sophie Borgstrom to move up into 5th and closes in on Krista Uzare of Latvia in 4th. Coming out of the split course, Elmers maintains her solid lead, but behind her, Sorrentino and Estelle Prix lock horns in the slalom, Estelle in the blue track, Marta in the green. Both riders like these conditions. Who will make it to the sausage buoy? It's Estelle Prix. Prix gets the better of Sorrentino, moving up into 2nd position behind Elmers, bumping the Italian rider down to 3rd. Ortendal moves in on the Latvian rider, who takes a big tumble, and that sends Ortendal through, moving up into 4th position as number 33 Katrine Nilbe moving up into 5th. In the battle for 3rd place, Marta Sorrentino is fending off world champion Ortendal. Great racing from the Italian. The battle up ahead heats up too as Estelle Prix and Kylie Elmers lock horns, neck and neck out there in a huge fight for the lead. Prix on the inside pushes Elmers wide, and she does it! The round 1 champion Estelle Prix now in the lead in Moto 2 of round 2. She is too good for Elmers. Estelle Prix is the Moto 2 and Grand Prix of the Mediterranean winner. What a result for the French ace. But Kylie Elmers can be pleased with a runner-up result, and the big surprise is a top 3 finish for Marta Sorrentino. What a race for the former world number 3. Great to see the spirited Italian up there racing with the best of them. Ortendal manages to finish 4th, followed by Krista Uzare, a great top 5 finish for her, and Jonna Borgstrom coming in at 6th.
started 3 and I finished first, so I'm very happy because it's very nice to win in those conditions, so I'm very happy.
The Grand Prix of the Mediterranean goes to Estelle Perret, her second Grand Prix win in a row. Emanuele Ortundal is Grand Prix runner-up, and on the podium in third in Vieste is Kylie Elmers. 2 podiums in a row for her. Great stuff. Estelle Perret maintains her dominance atop the world standings at the end of round 2, 10 points ahead of Ortundal in second, with Kylie Elmers continuing her great run in third on 72 points. The rough conditions and bad weather continued in the men's ski GP1, making it hard to stand on those skis, let alone get the kind of speed and control needed for this tight buoy layout. Heat 1 winner Quinton Bosch would start in prime position on pole. Heat 2 is on. Much better start from Bosch in pole, but Michael Perret is also fast off the mark, shooting ahead as Jeremy Perret lags behind the top 5 riders, with Raphael Morin in third position, heading to the hole shots. Michael Perret first past the hole shot and leading the field into the circuit in rough wavy conditions, which he likes. The field enters the alternate course, Quinton Bosch taking the green track and Raphael Morin opting for the blue. Bosch is right on Michael Perret's tail as they come out of the split course. Bosch gets past Raphael Morin as they exit the split course. Behind the 3 lead riders are Jeremy Perret in 4th, Martin Manny in 5th, Kevin Ryderer in 6th. Moving up the field, Ryderer challenging Manny for a top 5 position. And Ryderer does it. The Austrian former world champion moves into 5th, overhauling Martin Manny. Back in the lead, the leading riders Michael Perret and Quinton Bosch go into the alternate course in a one-on-one parallel slalom duel in a battle for the lead. Michael in the green track, Bosch in the blue. The 2 riders come past the separator buoy. Bosch in the lead. Quinton Bosch overhauls Michael Perret to claim the lead in Heat 2. 2-time world champion trying to stay in touch with the Belgian, looking for an opportunity to reclaim the lead he lost. But Bosch makes a mistake. He goes to the wrong buoy, and that gives Michael Perret the lead once more. The 2 trade the lead in 2 laps, and now Michael Perret is the race leader once again. Back in the alternate split course, Bosch tries again to slalom past Michael Perret. Perret in the green, Bosch opting for the blue. Michael Perret has a slight lead. He's a very strong slalomer, a former world slalom champion. But Bosch does it again. The 2 trade leads once more. Raphael Morin behind them in 3rd. A huge battle unfolds between former world champions Jeremy Perret and Kevin Ryderer, who lock horns for 4th place. The 2 almost touching with Perret on the inside. Ryderer coming tantalizingly close, but Jeremy Perret fends the Austrian off. In the middle of the pack, Markus Lutzekert is in 8th position, followed by Morgan Perret in 9th, then Kasper Kania of Poland, followed by Benjamin Scharf and Daniel Sve Anderson. On lap 4, Kevin Ryderer tries to overhaul Jeremy Perret in the split course. Can he outslalom Jeremy Perret? Ryderer does it. He comes out of the alternate track ahead of Jeremy Perret, the Austrian moving into 4th position. Great racing from Ryderer. In 5th position, Jeremy Perret lapping the back markers. He has a fall in the very rough waters, but he's able to get back up and continue without losing his spot. Quinton Bosch closes the race out in the lead. He's the winner of Heat 2, but a post-race penalty for cutting the course disqualified the Belgian, which gave the Heat win and the Grand Prix of the Mediterranean title to Michael Perret. Raphael Morin runner-up behind Michael Perret, with Kevin Ryderer finishing 3rd, and a 4th place for Jeremy Perret, with Martin Manny again 5th, Stan Shetline in 6th, great result for Kasper Kania in 7th, and Benjamin Scharf 8th. The overall Grand Prix of the Mediterranean result sees Michael Perret take the title ahead of runner-up Raphael Morin. Jeremy Perret on the podium in 3rd.
I'm happy. Of course, it was a long time I don't win. So I'm very happy to be on the top of podium. I'm old now. It will be me my last, so I enjoy this moment.
Jeremy Prix on top of the world standings at the end of round 2, 8 points up on his brother Michael Prix, with Quentin Bosch in 3rd and Stan Shetline in 4th. Rafael Moran completing the top 5. That draws to a close yet another incredible Grand Prix. The UIM-ABP Aquabike season leaves Europe for the Far East, where rounds 3 and 4 will be raced in China. See you in round 3.